All right, what is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here. I believe we are live. Let me know in the comments box over to the right if you can see and hear us loud and clear. We have something really special planned for you here tonight. Let me know the quick yes that you can see and hear me loud and clear. You can see Keysha Bass loud and clear. Keysha, are we good to go? Can you see us on your phone any which way? I want to double check before we get too far into this thing that we are good to go. I do see that we have 60 people on here already, and that number is growing, and it looks like we are indeed good to go. So with that said, Keysha, thank you so much for going ahead and hopping on here with me here tonight. And with that said, before we go ahead and dive in, guys, I know the last couple of days we've had a little bit of downtime with the website, and I've been keeping you guys posted in the Facebook groups and the Slack channels and everything in between. And firstly, I just want to apologize for any inconvenience that might have occurred when it comes to downtime with the site. Like I mentioned yesterday in the Facebook group, everything we did was to ensure that you guys have the most secure site. All the various updates that we made are not updates that I want to make because I'm doing it for fun, but just very simply are updates we have to make sure we keep everything secure. And with that said, we have something awesome planned here tonight with the one and only Keysha Bass to go ahead and make it up to you. So with that said, Keysha, how you doing here? Good to see you here tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm doing really good. Thanks for having me on. Super excited. Always good to hang out and stuff. Although I do miss hanging out in person. So
I know, right? Well, hey, very soon we might be doing just that. Little hint, hint. But with that said, thank you so much for being here. Guys, before we go ahead and dive in, please let us know in the comments section if you guys can see us and hear us loud and clear. I see some yeses coming in. And while we're going ahead and waiting for more yeses, before we dive into the full-on content, Keysha, I know for probably like the 3 people on the internet that don't know who you are, we need to get them filled in. And obviously, you know, I can give you the intro. She's done just about everything she can possibly do with us here at Sand. She's had record months of $30,000 in a single month. She has absolutely crushed it as a 6-figure income earner, literally since like 2 weeks after getting started almost with us way back when. It seems like another lifetime ago.
right.
And you bring so much value to the community with everything that you do. And I truly do appreciate you, and I think you know that. But with that said, other than just my kind of MC intro, just kind of, you know, let the people know a little bit about who you are on a personal level, what your backstory is, what you kind of, you know, came from and what caused the desire to come into the online world. And I know, right, when you got started, just everything was super easy for you, I'm sure, right? Not. But let's kind of just give a little bit of context for who you are, what you're about, so they know why they should listen to you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me and welcome everyone on here today. So in a long story made short, or short story made long, however you want to go, I was actually in a 6-figure job and just got sick and tired of the not having the freedom, honestly, to be able to make choices, right? And so I was playing around on the internet, not really serious, right, about it at all, and just got fed up with the whole idea of having to ask for permission to take care of my children. I'm a mom, and so I have 2 boys. One of my sons just actually moved out. He's 21, he moved out, and so I have an 11-year-old still at home, and I didn't have the freedom to be the mom that I really wanted to be to them, because one of them got sick. I'll tell you what, one of them got sick, and I had to literally ask for permission to go and get off from work and go take care of them. And so I realized at that point, like, as much money as I was making in a job, I didn't have freedom. Right. And so the online world, I knew that I did not have the capital to go and start a brick and mortar, nor did I have the knowledge or experience to do that. And so, you know, getting on the internet was the way, you know, and honestly, it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't drag and drop and click and, you know, the clicks that you can do now. But honestly, I was just determined. I was determined to change my life, and I was determined to make it happen. And it wasn't easy. And I, you know, didn't have all that I have now. But I just made a decision that I wasn't going to stop. I was going to do it until, and yeah. So that's kind of my story, and got here, and I was talking about it to the community as well. Like, I decided to become, you know, someone of value to this marketplace, you know, and it's part of, what we teach here is, to become someone of value, and the marketplace will pay you, right? It will recognize you and stuff. So I'm just a country girl at that, who just decided to believe and also take action, right? Even when it was jacked up at times. So,
yeah. That's awesome. I mean, I think so many people, I can relate, I know, but so many people can relate to just at a core level wanting freedom. I think everyone kind of comes in the online world saying, I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to make a bunch of money. I want to work from home. But at a core level, and guys, let me know in the chat, give me a quick yes or type in freedom if this is the case for you. But at a core level, really what you're after is you're after freedom. You're after a cooler lifestyle. You're after more time with your family. You're after kind of, not having to work for the man, answer to someone, etc. And I can completely and totally relate. And you had, a deep enough desire to keep going through the tough times. I mean, how long was the journey to success for you? You got online, you quit your job, you had a 6-figure job. How quickly or slowly did it take you to kind of start to pick up traction and start to see results? Everyone is always kind of looking for the instant, overnight, quick fix. Crap, I got started 30 days ago and I'm not a millionaire yet. It's a scam. That mindset kind of tends to go around quite a bit, right? So how long did it truly take you to kind of get to the next level and really hit that first goal, and then from there continue to just do what you've done over the last few years?
So it was a journey. I actually got introduced to, the network marketing space like in 2008. Right. And I was 6 months pregnant when I got introduced. And I thought for sure, my brother came over to my house, drew all the circles and stuff. And I knew for sure, like, I was like, I had already calculated. Right. It's like, I'm about to get rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. I'm going to be able to fire my boss. And, every mother's dream is to be home with their children. And, I was like, I just knew it was going to go that way. Right. And it didn't, what I'm saying? Like, it really didn't go that way, right? And because I always say this, Keysha, and like I tell you, I'm so serious when I say this, is that I remember it got to a point where, because I was laid off from my job in like 2013, right? They kicked me out. We parted ways or whatever, but it was about maybe a year. I want to say maybe a year before that, I decided that, all the books and stuff that these people have been telling me about, like Science of Getting Rich, Think and Grow Rich, maybe, just maybe, I should actually pick them up. And maybe I should read it. And I should see, because at every, event, at every successful person that I watched or had heard, they all were saying the same thing. There was like it was a core principles that they all had. And I was like, well, Keysha, if you want to get what they have, you perhaps should, you probably try it, So, so really, I honestly, I started to do that work. And I remember there was a call that was like a Think and Grow Rich call. It was 6 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would get on it religiously. Like, I'm not kidding you. It was like I would roll out the bed, still got the crust in my eyes, and I would just dial in, to this call. And I just started to do that work on my mental, right? On my mindset, because when I realized that once I had gotten that, once I had become the person and I got my mindset in check, it was nothing that was to be done. I didn't have an issue with it. So it was like, okay, well, Facebook Lives. Okay, awesome. YouTube, grow your YouTube channel, whatever. It didn't really matter, right? Because it was like the person that was showing up was like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, right? Yeah. To make this thing work. And I actually, when I got laid off, I didn't have a solid plan. I hadn't hit 6 figures, 10,000, 5,000 for that matter. But I just kept doing the work, on myself. And then I would take the action, right? Whatever's the necessary action. If I didn't know the whole blueprint, I just said, listen, I'm gonna take the action that I know to take right now. And then the next thing will show up, right? So the next thing I need to do, it'll show up for me, but I don't need to be way down the street around the corner, and trying to be at $10,000. And I'm not doing the actions of someone, to do $1,000, or $500 or whatever the case may be, right? It's like you just kind of make excuses about what we can't do And that's, that's what we do. We're like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do a video. I can't go live. I can't, I can't post on Facebook. I can't. Well, what the hell can you do, right? Like, can we just figure that out? like, let me know what you can do so we can work with that. And so I realized like me doing that work. And by the end of the year, I had really like, an opportunity found me. And that's usually what happens. Even like when I got to Superfill Network, opportunities find me because I am the person that is right for opportunities all the time. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, guys, let me know in the comments box. I know we have 123 people on here with us. If you're on Facebook, give us some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. If you're on YouTube, leave us a comment below, letting us know what your biggest takeaway is. And Keysha just dropped some value talking about kind of the be, do, have paradigm. And a lot of people want to have. And so they try to do a little bit, but they never kind of become the person that they need to become in order to do what they need to do in order to get what they want to have. And it's really important to first understand that if you want to get a certain result, you have to become the person that's capable of producing that result. And then when you produce the activities that cause the result, it's just a natural byproduct, right? And she talked about the fact that, you didn't let perfection keep you back. Imperfect action is so much better. I mean, unless you're running the wrong direction, which oftentimes people aren't. Sometimes running the wrong direction fast is the wrong thing to do. But usually it's just a fear of, God, I want to get it perfect. I can't do this Facebook Live. I can't do this YouTube. I mean, I've stumbled over my words a couple times already tonight. Imperfect action ultimately is usually the only thing that you can do because you're never going to get it perfect, no matter what level of the game you're at. And so many people kind of let them hold that back. And it's just kind of one of those things where you have to overcome that and understand that perfect truly is the enemy of done. Good enough has to be good enough, as my mentor used to tell me. So,
I like that.
Absolutely love it. So Keysha, obviously, I mean, you're at this point, like you're a mogul in the online world. You got YouTube courses, you got channels, you got your own courses, you got your own coaching programs. I see I'm on your email list, one-on-one strategy sessions being given out daily, right? Like you're doing everything all the time. But it obviously started for you with an opportunity. It started with affiliate marketing or kind of a variation of it, selling other people's products. And so what about affiliate marketing kind of do you like? What about that business model drew you to it? And then from there specifically, what kind of did you like about what we have here in our support system? Or is that one of the things you like? What kind of specifically drew, you to us way back when? Because I'm so glad you came, but I'm always curious because I want to do more of it.
Yeah, I love affiliate marketing, and I love it because I'm in control. I'm in control of the income that I make, right? And this is not a slight at network marketing by any means, right? But in the network marketing world, your income is always dependent upon what your team is doing, right? So you can only get so far by yourself. And hey, it's great, but I really like the fact that I could find products and services that I actually believed in. And because I had spent some time growing my audience, I could present them and share those products and services with them. It's really the Oprah effect, right? It's Oprah effect. It's Kim Kardashian effect. It's really what they're doing, right? They may not call it, they call it influencers and stuff, but really that's what affiliate marketing is. You build an audience and then you promote something to your audience, right? You build an email list, you promote something to the email list. It's the same concept. So I really like it a lot. And I love the SAN opportunity when I saw it because I had never been, I remember in the boot camp when you were talking about how, your dollar, you make $1 and you spend $1, you make $3, right? And I wasn't into paid marketing at all. Like, it was like, I had done all organic hustle. I didn't know anything about it, right? So even just going through the boot camp, I was like, whoa, this is super valuable, Keysha. And if you're going to go to the next level, then dang it, you're gonna have to know this information, right? This is something you're gonna have to implement, you're gonna have to know about. And so so I had never, this model that you have here, I had never seen it, right? And so it was very much so okay, this is where I'm going to, this is it, Keysha, this is it. And so, so definitely all the support and the things that were done for you, because I like that. I like I like leverage, right? I'm a person, I love leverage. And I'm like, hey, and so that I always think about not just myself at my level, but I also think about people who are getting started, like newbies and beginners. Like, will this work for someone who doesn't have an audience like me, right? Will it work for someone who sucks, at some different parts? They don't know how to build out a funnel just yet. So I look at all those things because when I want to present something to my audience, I want to make sure, okay, well, the person who's new, they can plug in and they can absolutely get results, right? Person who's been here for a long time, like my guy, I have a Sean Johnson, shout out to him, like, hey, he already, kind of knew some stuff. It'll work for them as well. So it was a great, fit for the newbie as well as someone who had already been in the game. So yeah, and the support, and I didn't have to be the one to, do everything. I don't have to be the one to try and, get someone to build the funnels, and I got to be the one doing the coaching. I got to do everything, right? It's like, no, right? If you want freedom, you got to leverage the system. Okay, so
freedom, you got to leverage Misha. Have Misha do all the hard work for you. Well,
hey,
lifestyle, right? I do all that stuff for Keysha. I think I work for her, but
right, laptop lifestyle. So, yeah.
I mean, that's ultimately. I got involved at the very beginning. I was the 15-year-old looking at network marketing companies, like feeling like that scene in Rain Man where you're like doing the numbers in your head, or The Hangover when he's coming down the elevator and like the numbers are clicking. That's how I felt with network marketing. And then I was like, wow, I do not want to rely on other people going out recruiting people for me to make money, because it's not going to work.
Their excitement level goes and comes. It's like,
exactly. Like one person says no, and your whole business is like done. You're tired. Right. Like, no, I'm done. So
right. Let's not leave your team. Okay.
But that's awesome. And I mean, I think, the thing that I like about information marketing, affiliate marketing to begin with, and then both, is that you have complete and total control. And it's been so cool to kind of see you progress up the ranks, going from, I always tell people, affiliate marketing should not be the end all goal, right? It should be the place for you to start and kind of treat it as the training wheels. And then from there, progress forward, create your own products, create your own offers, create your own coaching programs. Mm-hmm. And that all, if you want to do it, that's the end goal. If you don't want to do it, someone like Sean, I know he works very part-time in his business and he's more affiliate marketing specific. That's totally cool too, but it can work for either way. And it gives you that freedom and that flexibility. And that's why we love it. So that's awesome. And obviously, I mean, look, skill sets are key, right? This isn't like get started today and make $1 million tomorrow. You have to learn skill sets. And obviously, we have this upcoming virtual event. I will be announcing the dates for the virtual event very soon, guys. So stay tuned. And with that said, Keysha is going to be one of our fabulous speakers at the actual virtual event. And Keysha, why don't you just take a few minutes to kind of share, a few tactics and strategies that are working right now, kind of as a little preview or hint for what's coming at the upcoming virtual event when you speak. And obviously the entire event is, $0 to $10,000 per month as quickly as humanly possible. What would you do if you were starting over? And I know, once again, you did it fairly quickly when you first got started compared to a lot of people in the industry. So let's just kind of a little sneak peek when it comes to what you're going to share and what people can look forward to at the event.
Yeah, just thinking about your question, and if I had started now, right, and I just had nothing, I mean, like, seriously, it would be video for me, hands down. I mean, it would be hands down what we're doing, honestly, right now. You know what I'm saying? It would be what I'd be focused on. I'd be focusing on showing up on video, teaching the things. I wouldn't even be an expert. I'd be teaching the things that I'm learning, right? So I would be going through the boot camp, right? The SAM boot camp. And then whatever I learned from that boot camp, I would turn around, right? And I would become the teacher. I would share with people what I learned and then invite them, right? If you want to come and learn with me, right? Because I'm just a reporter. I'm reporting information. I would still do it. I do it on Facebook. I do it on YouTube, of course, right? Right. And I would show up on video. I would grow my audience. People join the teacher. Write that down. People join the teacher. And so it's been my secret, right? If you guys let me expose you my secret, like is I'm always a teacher. My mom is a real school teacher. Like, my mom's taught school for 30 years. And people still to this day will find me on Facebook and they're like, oh my God, your mom, Miss Simpson, right? Because of her authority as a teacher, people still know me as her daughter, right? So I was like, whoa, you know? And I realized that even for my network marketing days, like people want to join the person in the front of the room. They want to join the person in the front of the room. And so in 2021, you don't even need a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to get in front of the room, right? It's like, it's a matter of getting on video, getting on camera. And even if you suck, I remember Grant Cardone said, he told his wife, suck and be seen. Just suck and be seen, right? Because honestly, because you're in the front of the room, they're not going to be like, oh man, she says okay too much, or, they're not going to be judging you. They're going to be like, whoa, this person has a YouTube channel and wow, and they're mesmerized at that. And so in this day and age, and that's what I teach, and I'm not going to stop teaching it. I eat, breathe, live video all the way. So yeah.
Awesome. So you would get started with video, and just kind of to pull a little bit more out of you here, you were saying, well, when it comes to the various platforms, it sounded like YouTube was your kind of go-to. Is YouTube your preferred video platform if you're brand new, if you're just getting started? Is that the one that you would kind of go all in on?
I would definitely go all in on, because it's long-term with YouTube, right? And so really doing content that is going to be searchable for years to come, right? Yeah. So that's really the long-term game plan. Facebook as well, the video with Facebook is, it's more so, it's right now, it's instant. So I will be driving people, right? So it's like you can drive people from this instant platform over to a long-term platform, which would be YouTube. And so but it would be video. I wouldn't be trying to post nothing, no text or anything on Facebook. It'd be straight video.
Yep.
And
video for the presence, YouTube for long-term, Facebook for short-term. And for everyone, for clarity, essentially YouTube, the amazing thing is the only platform that really rewards you for long-term activity is YouTube. Like with Facebook, you post a video and by next week, no one's ever going to see that video unless, hell freezes over type of deal. With YouTube, the longer the videos on the platform, the better off the video does if you did it the first time. And so that's where I completely and totally agree. If I was first getting started, God, one of the things that I kick myself so hard for is, for the last 5 years or whatever, if I would have been doing SEO, keyword research, channel optimization, everything that goes into running a YouTube channel, I'd probably have, 500,000 YouTube subscribers or whatever the number would be, 100,000, whatever it might be. And then you're earning money on the products you're selling. You're earning money on YouTube giving you money for AdSense, because you can have ads show on your actual videos. And there's so many various opportunities if you actually get good at really truly building up a channel, monetizing the channel, and producing high quality content. When it comes to YouTube, Keysha, what are the kind of like the top 3 things that you would recommend? Let's say someone has never done a video. They're freaked out about doing a video. They don't even have a channel. They're going, I got to put YouTube videos out there. That's kind of their mindset, right? What are the first few things that person can do on YouTube to start to get some small wins? Because I know if someone gets small wins, if they get their first 100 subscribers, first 1,000 subscribers, first 10 subscribers, it makes it a lot easier because you're seeing progress and you can keep going. So what are the first few things you would recommend someone to go ahead and do in order to start getting into momentum?
Well, the first thing to do is to do your research, and you can do research right on YouTube. You don't need to have any fancy software. What are people searching for that you want to connect with, right? That you want to see your video. Who do I want to see this video? And create that content and stick with how-to content, because that's what people are searching for on YouTube. So know what they're searching for, right? You can go straight to the YouTube search bar and just start to type in like how to make money, because that's like what, people, if you're in affiliate marketing, how to make money. And you can niche down even more. I mean, like folks are getting, even more niche-y, right? And so niching is meaning that it's a certain segment of people that are interested in a certain topic, okay? So I would be very specific. I wouldn't try to go and be Kim Kardashian, right? You don't need a studio and, all of that. You need your cell phone, right? You need your cell phone just like this, right? And start to create how-to content, because that's the most search. So if you want to get into the search which YouTube is a search engine. And so we definitely want to optimize. We want to be in the search. That is the most important thing for you to do, right? I mean, even if the video is like, if the lighting sucks and all that kind of stuff, is like the search, knowing the keywords that people are searching for, that is going to be super important. And just stay on that particular topic. So I mean, like if you're going to go into the make money niche, don't do a video the next week and you're giving reviews about makeup, ladies, right? It's like you got to stay on the niche, because YouTube wants to know, okay, what is this channel really about? So they can categorize you. And when people flip flop and go from one topic to, something totally abstract, then it confuses the algorithm. So I would say to create content consistently, right? Consistently. I'm not going to say daily, because a lot of folks that's just like, they're like, whoa, right? But one video a week. Okay. So if you can get to one video a week, and then also be sure under the video that's there to be able to share on those platforms. So that's like they're telling you what to do, right? So if you want to grow your subscribers and stuff like that, under the video, be sure to create those profiles and share it out. So, okay. So let me just make sure I I organize what I just said, because I just said a whole lot. Like my mind is going like 100 miles a minute. So I'm like, okay, wait.
What did I just say?
Right. So search first. Okay. So first of all,
keywords.
Create random content.
Yeah.
Right. Search. Right. YouTube search. We want to know, okay, what are people looking for? And when you go and start typing, right? So if you go to YouTube right now and start typing like how to make money, I'm just giving you an example. You're going to see YouTube is going to start to show you what people are typing on the platform and they're looking for, right? So that's like super important for you to do, and do the, use the keyword that people are typing in, use that keyword, right? So don't go and create a title that's like something you think you want the video to, no. Okay. It's a search engine and it'll tell you exactly what they're looking for. And the best thing to do is to create the videos that people are looking for. Super important.
Yeah. Just clarity there, guys. She's talking about when you type in the search bar, let's say you type in how to make money online, it will auto populate and it'll show you a list: how to make money online with affiliate marketing, how to make money online with YouTube, how to make money online with Snapchat, how to make money online with Instagram, how to make money online with OnlyFans. You can stay away from that one, but it'll give you a list of keywords.
Don't knock OnlyFans. Wait till my course comes out about OnlyFans.
We don't bring up dirty jokes with Keysha. Never a good path to go down. And then you focus on those keywords. You create content around those keywords because it's just showing you that there's already demand there. So Keysha, I think you said keywords, then I think you said consistency, and then I think you said syndication, sharing from all the various platforms.
Yes. That is going to be, So yes, under syndication, absolutely. And like I said, under the video, there's places where YouTube will say to share it out. So I would definitely do that, right? Make sure I'm doing those things. There are like, even on Facebook, you guys, there are like, syndication type groups, right? Where a pod of people will get together and just to help, because when you're first getting started, you want to get some traction, right? And so there are like syndication groups that you all can look for on Facebook, but don't go down that path if you don't want to. I'm a fan and would go broke. I shouldn't read the comments.
Focus on the content, Keysha.
So yeah, and it's like, because there's with YouTube, it's like suggested, right? There's ways that your video gets out there, and you can help the algorithm, right? By, like I said, focusing on making sure you're doing content that people are searching for. That is so important. Don't do it. You will be so frustrated with yourself. You go out and do videos and like you haven't done that where where people are looking for that. So super important.
Just to double down what Keysha was saying, I would absolutely recommend investing in, a $67 course, Keysha's course. Buy Keysha's course when it comes to YouTube and learn the skill set of keyword research. And keyword research, just to set the expectation, you're going to do keyword research and the video is still not going to do well. And you're going, God, what am I doing here? And there's a learning curve with it. You're going to have to do 10, 15, 20 videos before you find kind of your sweet spot with keywords and find that process. But that process is ultimately the most valuable process because that's what the platform is all about. One of the keys with any free type of traffic, the key is to find what the goal of the platform is and then figure out how to have your marketing in alignment with that platform. So as an example, Facebook is all about, current events, what's happening right now, what's cool, what's trending right now. Lots of the other platforms are like that too right now. And so if you can kind of create your marketing on Facebook to tailor to that and specifically be around that, Facebook will naturally give you more weight. Now, YouTube is all about how-to, right? It's a how-to platform, really. It's kind of like a, online dictionary with videos instead of written stuff. And you got a bunch of different experts. And so if you can have your content be in alignment with that, if you can be consistent, like Keysha said, to back that up, I mean, one video a week for 10 years is so much better than 2 videos a week for a week and then 0 videos for 3 months and then 6 videos for 6 weeks. And then, it's just the thing about, consistency is over the course of a period of time, if you do the keyword research right, if you're consistent with your publication, not only does your audience know when you're going to post, not only does your audience get consistent value, which creates kind of certainty and kind of security for your audience, but YouTube also likes it more. YouTube likes if you're a show that posts frequently, however often it is, whether it's once a day, once a week, once every 2 weeks, etc. They like having you on a schedule because they almost want you to treat it like you have your own TV show, right? And when you turn on, whoever, Jay Leno, Sports Center, whatever it is that you watch, you know what time it's on, and it's on that time every single night. And that's kind of how you want to treat your YouTube platform and marketing as well. So that's awesome stuff, Keysha. And I know you always bring the goods, so you'll break it down in a lot more detail at the event, and people absolutely always get a ton of value. And guys, to grab your ticket, head over to mishwilson.com/event. Let me know in the comments box right now, are you guys getting value? Let me know with a quick yes. Are you guys getting value? Give us some comments, likes, hearts, and shares, all that jazz. If you guys are on Facebook, I know most people are on YouTube, give us a quick comment in the comments box if you guys are getting value. And with that said, Keysha, I know we're kind of talking about events, what you're going to be sharing at the event that we have. Just kind of share for a couple of minutes, for our people before we close out here. What has the impact been for you when it comes to your journey from where you are to where you were, where you are now, the kind of different ups and downs, the steps that you've had to take? I know there's always kind of the roller coaster ride. Everyone thinks it's a straight line to success, and it's never that. And I know in my own personal journey, events have been instrumental, when I'm at a high to keep going, when I'm at a low to get myself out of the low, back up, to where I'm trying to go. When I was brand new, I had my first big breakthrough as a result of getting to a live event. And what has the experience been for you when it comes to getting to live events? How have they impacted you in your journey? And what would you tell our people here, about making the decision to secure their ticket, which is totally free? You get a refund when you show up at the event. So it's literally just a deposit. But then from there, not only, securing their ticket, but also showing up and being there for the full 3 days and actually absorbing the value that we'll have at the event. What would you say to everyone here?
Yeah, events have definitely been life-changing. And I started to, so when we get into COVID season, it was like, oh my goodness, totally.
No more events.
and the thing I said was like, I actually started to look for like the online ones though. I was like, you can go to so many events, just so I didn't allow it. What I'm saying? Like I kind of changed my mind. I was like, hey, there's a mentor I have, over in, on the East Coast, and she normally has an event. She took it virtual, right? And I was like, you know what? And I was so glad because it was a couple days as well, Misha, but I was so glad that I didn't allow my mind to say, well, you can't sit there, all day, and so that's the mindset, right? That's
Yep.
not, and so, because I always know there could be one thing that is said that could totally change my whole business, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss the one thing. And I'm like, and so like, and I didn't get my ticket money back on that one. Okay.
That was thousands of dollars and it wasn't free.
Right. So I'm like, wait a minute. So it's vitally important, because when, you're talking about, Misha, about be, do, and have, and that's like my whole life. Right. And so I'm always asking myself, how can I step in and embody the person that I want to become, right? And the person who has the results. One book I read was Atomic Habits. And in that book, it says, who do I have to become in order to get the outcome that I want? Yep. And so that's my question each day. Okay, so who do I have to become in order to get the outcome that I want? Okay, if the outcome I want is, 7-figure business or 8-figure business, right? Okay, events I already know the blueprint, right? I told you guys at the beginning, like there is a success blueprint that has already been written and everybody is doing it, and events are part of it. Every single successful person that I know, there's not one of them that would say, I would say, I'm going to go to an event. They'd be like, oh, don't waste your time with that.
Yep.
There's none of them, right? There's none that would say that to me. And so I was like, oh, that's part of the blueprint. Oh, going to events. Okay.
Follow the blueprint.
I'm just going to follow the blueprint. And I just know that this is going to work for me, right? That I'm going to be changed. There's going to be, if not just, I don't care if it's just one nugget that I get that, just changes it all for me, right? It's very possible. And so that's how I show up. That's how I attend events, right? So definitely encourage you all, come to the event, get your ticket, attend the whole thing, because you really don't want to miss it. Block it out of your calendar, right? Because what I did when I attended that online event, I was like, listen, I blocked it out on my calendar. I acted just like I was going to the building. Yep. Right. And so it was like, I was there. I knew when the breaks would happen, and I would take a break, come back to my computer, and I was there, and yep. I already, like I said, I already have a 6-figure business, but I still, immerse myself around those that have more, that are doing more and being more, and that I want to be like. So definitely attend the whole event, get your tickets, and yeah, because I'm going to be there.
I mean, guys, just a few things. Like Keysha said, again, circling back to be, do, have, right? There's always the next level. Like Keysha's trying to get to the next level. I'm trying to get to the next level from where I'm at. And the funny thing about events is that no matter what, right? No matter what level you're trying to get to, if you're trying to get to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures, no matter what level you're trying to get to, if you want to be like the person who does the thing to get the result, if you want to be that individual capable of producing that result, guess what? Every single 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure earner, they all go to the events. I have mentors that are infinitely more successful than I do, and they still pay mentors to go to their events, to learn from them. I'm going to go back to the 4-day MBA with Keith Cunningham later on this year and learn from him to, try to up my game with getting to the next level there. And we all participate in events. And I truly do, our core thing is we don't sell stuff we don't believe in. Right. And so at the end of the day, if I didn't believe in events, I didn't believe in your ability to not only get information, but also get transformation, because that's really what events do, even in the virtual setting. If I didn't believe in that, I wouldn't tell you guys to go. So what I would say is, look, I would challenge all of you guys, like Keysha said, to show up at the event, get your deposit in. I mean, it's a free deposit. Come to the event. The deposit's just there for us to be able to plan and make sure we have people who are serious there. Grab your deposit, get your seat. If you don't like it, we'll give you a refund. There's no, contract you got to sign. There isn't 16 steps you got to go through in order to qualify for your refund. Just come, hang out, see if it's for you. And then what I would say is, don't come if you have the mindset of, I'm going to see how this thing is. I'm going to test the waters. I'm going to come for an hour and see if it's good. I'm going to come for, the first half day. And if it's not great, well, I'm not really going to do the rest. Come and understand that how you do the small things is how you do the big things, right? If you come to this thing and you say, yeah, I'm just going to kind of sort of do it. Well, guess what? When you're shooting your YouTube videos, you're going to just kind of sort of do it. And when you're doing your webinars, you're just going to kind of sort of do it. When you're trying to get your business to the next level, you're going to kind of sort of do it. When shit gets challenging, you're going to kind of sort of try to get through it, and you're going to fail, right? And so commit to showing up this thing, as your best self, and understand that if you show up at this as your best self, you will show up to everything as your best self, which will, as a natural byproduct, get you to the next level and, allow you to have the impact on the world that ultimately the world has to see and the world will benefit from when you step up and when you crush it. So, Keysha, do you have any closing words for anyone here? Thank you so much for being on here with us. Everyone in the comment section, let us know. Did you get value? Type in thank you, Keysha, if you got value from this call here tonight. We still have 130 people on here live with us. And Keysha, do you have any closing words, comments, anything for our people here tonight from this call?
I would say, man, it's a virtual event. You don't have to buy a hotel room. You don't have to buy a plane ticket or none of that stuff. And so, make a decision, decide this is for you, right? This is for you. This is for your freedom. And so it's like, how much is your freedom worth to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Listen, at this particular time, price tag wouldn't even matter. If someone told me I had to go back and clock in, please, I'm emptying my bank account. Like, I'm emptying it all in order to, get whatever I need in order to stay and to continue to live, and do the things I am doing now. So you all fight for your freedom. It is so worth it. I mean, it is so worth it. And as Misha said, I wouldn't be on here, quite honestly, if I didn't believe that there was, that this was where you all could definitely plant your flag and, and learn and grow and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't spend my time here and stuff. But I believe in what we have here, and I know you guys can change your lives. I know it's possible. It's definitely possible. And you're in the right place. So
thank you so much once again, Keysha, and everyone saying thank you, Keysha. Value. Thank you, Keysha. Tons of value. So everyone got a ton of value. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us here tonight. And I know you got a dinner date with someone, with your family, I believe, after this call. So you go have some fun. Everyone, give us some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. If you got value, head over to mishawilson.com/event. Grab your ticket. I'll be announcing the full speaker lineup, the full schedule, the exact days, everything here shortly. We will give you plenty of notice. Don't worry. This kind of one time, you don't pay for the event, you just pay for the deposit, is just for people who are willing to make a decision and take action before all the details have been kind of released. So grab your ticket right now. And with that said, I hope you guys got a ton of value. So with that said, Keysha, once again, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Everyone, have a great night. See you guys.
Okay.